This goes out to you.
This goes out to you, yeah.
I know I see you like 1,000 times, but every day still feels like the first day. This is dedicated.
So tonight we're hanging out in Houston, Texas at Club Manor on the Washington Strip. And if you've never been to Texas, you've never been to Houston, and you've never been to Manor, this is definitely the place to be. The atmosphere is great, the drinks are awesome, and it's filled with beautiful people inside. And I have two of the beautiful ladies joining me right now. We have a cast member and the creator of Girl Play TV. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank you. So, give me a little bit of insight on what your show is, what the characters are like, and what people can expect when they tune in.
Okay, well basically Girl Play is a 20-something spin on maybe like a cross between the L Word and Sex and the City. It's based in New Orleans, which I think is a little bit different because the culture out there is interesting. And basically the show follows 4 friends. It follows their careers, their relationships, their love lives, which are totally just all over the place. They have solid friendships, but their love lives are just completely skewed. So, you know, they're looking for true love while evolving as adults and, you know, just evolving with their careers. And the show is loosely based off of a few people that I know. So that always makes for interesting information. But it's just basically a show to really kind of help and shed a positive light on young lesbians.
Awesome. And I understand that the premise for the show derived from a blog that you did with short stories,
yes,
right?
It's called Confessions of a Femme.
Okay.
It was actually short stories that I decided to put together when I was living out here. I was friends with Andre then. And our publicist, Amy, and we just got into a lot of shit. Can I cuss on here?
Sure.
Okay, we got into a lot of shit. We went out a lot. We met some strange people. It was just weird occurrences.
Good time. Okay.
Probably not worth mentioning. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we had really, really good times, and it really just inspired me to write. And the series, the collection of stories became very popular.
Okay.
And I toyed with turning it into a book, but then I thought that the web series hype is so elaborate. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna do web series.
Okay. So that's what made you decide to go from a blogger / writer to.
Yeah, I mean, as a blogger, there's only so much you can do. You know, I've done the media stuff, I've done the promotional partnerships. I wanted to do something to involve myself as a blogger.
Right.
So the next thing was to do web series.
And so you guys were already like a tight-knit group of friends, or how did you guys start to team up and meet some of your future castmates?
Some of them knew each other, but the first weekend that we started filming, I did what we called an icebreaker. Just everybody kind of get to know each other, and that really helped. We like went through some read-throughs. Everybody kind of got to, we hang out, we party the whole weekend basically, but it made us kind of have a little bond with each other. Now everybody's cool with each other. We would like set up, you know, we're in these huge group texts, and but just so like, so the connection is very authentic as far as everybody getting along, being friends.
What about you, Trey? Tell us about your character, Marty, that you play.
Well, Marty is very interesting. Marty is definitely a character. She loves her women, and she likes them pretty, and she likes them girly, and the faker the better. And whose Remy hair is the best is always going to win. But at the same time, you know, Marty does have this sensitive side. She's just looking to be loved all the same. She just has a lot of pretentious hang-ups. But I'll say she definitely learns her lesson this season. You know, money is not going to make her love you. Money ain't going to make you love her. So, and it's not going to make her better than anybody else. But that's something that I think we all have to learn.
So I see you now, and then I see you on camera. How hard is it for you to transform from Dre to Marty?
It's honestly not as hard as I thought it would.
Okay.
As far as like the whole tomboy thing, that's something that's natural for me anyway.
Okay.
I just have heels and things on today, but you know, tomorrow I might have some Jordans on, but and some baggy pants, but I'm still gonna have my makeup done. So that's just me. and I've always been that way. I go back and forth with. I wear whatever the hell I want with no consequences.
So I watched the episodes all day today, and it was really hot. Like, you have the original music, you guys have the sex scenes. So what's been like your favorite scene to shoot so far?
My favorite scene so far. That's a very good question.
That's a great question.
My favorite scene so far has definitely been. I'm probably gonna say picking up the girl on the river walk with the dog.
The dog.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I have a dog. I thought about that. I was like, okay. Note to self.
I mean, that was one of the most authentic scenes. I'll definitely say that. You know, I think I had a real smooth line. You know, hey, you pet your dog. I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to
Right. It wasn't about you. It was about the
right.
dog.
And to say that she was quote unquote straight.
And you had a dog.
She gave me
Did you
her
really
number.
have a dog?
The dog wasn't even there. And then I didn't even remember her name. I don't know if
Why do you
anybody
have a
caught
dog?
that.
No,
I didn't
fun
remember her
fact,
name.
the dog belongs to Tiffany in the web series.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was our stunt dog.
Is her name Brooklyn? Maybe.
That's
Don't
not
let me start
dog.
rumors.
Marley,
Yeah.
one of them.
She was an excellent co-host, cast member that day. She did awesome.
Awesome.
The dog was good.
So tell me guys, what more can we expect from Dre? What more can we expect from Erica and from Girl Play TV?
You can definitely expect some interesting twists and turns in the season. I think that a lot of people were questioning how slow the show started, but I'm really trying to get back to a place where we have good scripted. I'm fucking over reality shows.
Right.
I'm just done. Spent. Period in the story. I like good scripted shows, and you think of shows, you think of the Cosby Show, you think of Family, or you think of the whatever. They're really good, and
Skills.
yeah. So I didn't want to have a show that there's just all this crazy like pandemonium in the first one or two. It's not like that. You know, it really does tell a story, and the storylines really develop as the series goes on. So you'll see some really interesting stuff, especially by the time episode or season 2 runs around. It gets real.
Let us know, when do we tune in to watch? Today.
That's also a good question. Well, I'm doing all the funding basically myself, so it's kind of at my own pace. Originally, it was gonna go bi-weekly, but we'll have another episode out next week for sure. I'm not sure the day, probably the weekend. But after that, it'll come out just bi-weekly.
And for you, Dre, what can we expect from you?
For me, I'm an artist. I
Okay.
don't know if everybody knows that. I'm
Get a plug.
Yeah, well, you know, you can go to DrePrice.com and see all of my stuff, but I'm a painter, among many other things. I also do tattoos.
She did my tattoo.
I did. I actually did that on her arm.
Awesome.
I have a lot of different projects in the works right now, and as far as like acting and different things. And I also have more coming from the artwork as far as my apparel line is coming out now. So I have a lot of stuff going on. So just stay tuned. If you hit DrePrice.com, you subscribe to my mailing list, and you'll get newsletter updates on all the crazy things that I have going on.
All right. Well, again, I want to thank you ladies for coming out. I hope you guys enjoy your time, enjoy your stay in Houston.
Thank you.
And for you guys, make sure you tune in to Let's Talk TV. I'm out.
Hi, my name is Erica, and I'm with Girl Play TV. You can catch us at youtube.com/GirlPlayTV, Twitter /GirlPlayTV, and Instagram /GirlPlayTV.
Yes, my name is Dre Price. You can find me Twitter, Instagram, and Vine at Dre Price Art. And you can also check out my website at DrePrice.com.